Good. Hey, everyone. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon. All righty. I got a lot going on over here. Always when I use this phone, I have poor connection. All righty. I'm going to go ahead and get started. How y'all doing tonight? Hope all is well for those that are listening to me live. Thank you for being here. Thanks. And as you come in, I will definitely be be acknowledging you. But tonight we're going to continue to finish our series. And for some reason, my mic was on the desktop here. I had a little issues with it a few nights this week, so I'm going to make sure I'm going to do some testing to make sure that everything is good. And hopefully, you guys can hear me on the desktop here. I had a little issues with it. Yes, working now because I can hear myself. How about that? Hope all is well. Any questions, make sure that you ask them, and we're going to go ahead and get started now. And do some housekeeping. I am been in a series on helping you. We're going to have actually it's a series on planning to profit, and we're going to be helping you in this series. We're going to be helping you to just kind of like get a little bit more familiar with yourself and your vision and your business. If you don't have a brick and mortar, or if you're getting ready to get one started, and this thing here is going crazy over here. So I'm going to restart this, but I'm going to continue just to keep talking over here. So, but anyway, we got a few things that we're going to discuss tonight. We have a lot of them on my checklist, and I may not be able to get all of them tonight and let you know. So we'll probably do this maybe over 2 day period. But like I said, for the next 7 days, we're going to be talking about more when it comes down to business, you know, planning your business. If you already have a brick and mortar business, not brick and mortar necessarily, a business period. If you have an idea for one, if you have a vision for one, this can be ministry. This can be your author. You're writing books. You have a nonprofit. You have a storefront, a digital course that you're creating, or whatever business that you have. It can be anything that you're establishing. This is what we're going to talk about tonight, and how to keep your business profitable. But there's a lot more things about this than you can imagine when I'm saying to keep your business profitable. Your business will be profitable if you keep all of these things in mind. And these are not limited to them, not right? So like I said, this is the next few days. Just bear with me. We're going to go over a lot of information. So if you have something to write and take some notes, please do this, because this is almost like this is the gospel to business. Okay. So now let's go ahead and get started on the first thing. We got to make sure that we okay. I know a lot of you say, you already know this. Nobody needs to tell you this, but I want to reiterate this to you, is make sure that you're right for this business venture that you're deciding to take upon yourself, because it's going to be, number one, it's going to be a lifestyle changing situation for you. Is you can't take into something this magnitude, you can't take your old thinking with you. It won't work. It just won't serve you. It won't serve your business. It won't serve the people that you'll come in contact with. It just won't serve you well. Now, and also with that being said, is um, no, if you haven't been there with this business, meaning if you haven't owned a business before, that doesn't mean anything. First time for everything. I've known of some great businesses that have been, that have been successful, because first time, first person generation, or first, they're the first one in their family to start, and they are self starters. They're the ones that they grew their business up by their own bootstrap, and they didn't need any investors or anybody like that. They didn't need the bank money. They just kind of like, maybe along the way, as they were growing their business, they did that, but starting off they didn't. So that's the first thing that you need to know to keep your business profitable. Now the next thing is, and we're going to get into a few things. I'm going to break down some marketing stuff for you too as well in a little bit. Third thing is going to be knowing the failure rate of this endeavor. Let me tell you what I mean by that. You have to make sure that you do your due diligence on this, and embarking on this business venture, this business, you know, knowing everything you need to know about it. Let me tell you, research is going to be your friend at this point. Before you even decide to release your cash, your money, your savings, or getting partners to go in and get involved, you have to make sure that this is going to be a business that you have clients for, that you have people that want your service, or people that want your offer, whatever you have to sell. I think sometimes that we don't give our business and we don't give our visions enough credit. But I'm gonna tell you something. Some of you you're sitting on gold mines. You're sitting on the next breaking thing, instead of you sitting and complain about it. And that's another thing to tell whether you may have something, like if you know of a situation and you can be sitting up to talking about it, or you can say, well, giving your opinion about something. You never know, you running your mouth you talking may be just that solution to that problem. But here again, it has to be put together structurally so where it can be a business now. Not, I'm saying not everything. Sometimes we have our personal opinion, and they mean, they don't mean anything. They just mean that we have an opinion about something. But not always your opinion is just your opinion, and your strategic thinking, or your way of thinking about things it can also be a solution to a problem. And remember, businesses it's a solution to problems that hasn't been solved yet. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now, you may be sitting on something that you have no earthly idea, and the person that you can be talking to about this situation or this particular thing, they can be sitting there taking notes and going out and taking action on it, and you sitting back saying, "Darn, they stole my idea." No, they didn't. You just ain't doing nothing with it. So keep that in mind too. Okay. All right. Now, another way of how to help you keep your business profitable is knowing more about the business that you're doing. Let's say, for instance, if you have the funding for the business that you're embarking on, and you really don't have the expertise in that particular business, does not mean that this business won't be profitable. It doesn't mean that you cannot make a living. It doesn't mean that you won't do extremely well. It doesn't mean that. What it means, you need to get your team together that can put this thing out here in the world of opportunity, the land of commerce, the land of making a profit, the land of leaving a legacy, the land of enterprise, and possibly, maybe, who knows, you may be on the public, you may be able to publicly trade your business on down the road. So you never know. You may have the breakthrough of something major that you never thought of. And then a lot of times people don't neglect your babies. Don't neglect these little ones and our teenagers that they're so innovative and have all kind of, thoughts and all kind of creative ways of doing things. You never know. Let them release that energy. And also, if you feel like it's something that they can probably make money off of and do something great like that, make sure that they that you kind of help them and lead them into great, lead them into a positive arena of, free enterprise. We in America. It's free enterprise over here. Okay. Alrighty. Now, next thing I want to talk about is how to keep your business profitable. Is going to be knowing what percentage your competitors have in the market. What I mean by that is knowing what they have, because I'm going to tell you something. It may be a different product, but the structure and everything is the same. If you understand, if you know what I mean by that. And what I'm saying is, like, say for instance, take McDonald's and Burger King. They both sell hamburgers, but they sell differently. Wendy's is down the street in most areas in the United States or whatever. Wendy's is down the street. They're selling the same thing. Maybe a variety on their menus each one of their menus, but they all have a unique taste. They all have a unique way of doing things, but all of them, if you notice that all of them have the little specials and the little economic meals, like Wendy's the 4 for $4, McDonald's have like a $1 menu and stuff like that, and Burger King, they're always sending out coupons and things like that, and they always having a little bundle, little specials too as well. But knowing, because your business, believe it or not, any business out here, for the most part, you have somebody that's doing the same thing. I'm not saying, you got to go and copy your competitor and look at everything they're doing. I'm not saying that, but know exactly what you guys are doing that's equally the same service or the same product, and then take yours and make sure that you put yourself in a better position with better quality products, with your pricing structure that's going to meet the market, the way the market is, and then also some of the advantages and the strength and the weaknesses that you have to be able to get out here and let everybody know that you've been here and that you're here to stay. Okay, that's what you have to do. And then making sure that whether you got the same product as someone down the street, and then tweak it and making sure that it's going to be a unique thing. It's something unique. Add another service if you have to. If you have a product, give something else along with that. Package or bundle something together. It can be anything like that. So you never know. Alrighty. Now the next thing is going to be how to keep your business profitable. And I know a lot of you think that you don't qualify for this, and maybe you just don't know how to do this, but this is one thing, and this is the last thing that I'm going to talk about tonight. I want to share with you is making sure that you are connected with associations, government, and setting yourself up to receiving government contracts and things like that. Government contracts, or being able to partner with other businesses, B2B, that's what they call them. But state government, which is kind of like procurement, getting government contracts, the federal, in connecting with other enterprises, other like organizations and things like that. Your service that you have may be needed there, and you never know how you can partner with people, but you have to make sure that you have the basic thing. Most of them want you to be able to most of them want you to have they want you to definitely, you need your business structure with your LLC, your EIN number, pretty much having a business bank account, having your business structure, and you may have to have some systems in place, some agreements, some standard of operating procedures, documents. And if you got a team, making sure that you all know what their position, and having them structured the way that they need to be structured and things like that. You want to make sure that you right on that, you're on point with that. And other major organizations, being connected, having memberships, just being connected outside of you know outside of those things. And also, I did say associations and stuff like that, and even sometimes being connected with certain businesses, being connected with like educational institutions or universities, or maybe I would say universities, also technical colleges and technical schools, and maybe nonprofit organizations and things like that. So those are some of the things. Don't sleep on those. Government contracts are real for any business that you have. I'm working on my 8A certification you know, for for um for government contracting for what I do, but also I am one of I'm on the list for, if I get emails all the time about government contracting that I can bid on for what I do. And you can do the same too. Once you get yourself in position, once you get your business, you know, government, that's another broadcast for another day. So if any of you interested, please let me know, and we'll talk about that specifically on what you can, all kind of businesses can be, you can set yourself up for government contracts. I think a lot of businesses are missing out on that. I think a lot of you just don't think that you may, you may have that. Even like with ministries, a lot of times with ministries, I'm gonna tell you about those. A lot of times, think about these facilities like hospitals and places like that, although they have grief and, bereavement councils and things like that, and then other kind of faith-based organizations, they, if any of you have businesses in that arena, you can be like life coaches and things like that for that particular organization, or something like that. But you have to be structured correctly. That's another thing that, you must have all of that done anyway. So I'm going to stop right there tonight, and we're going to pick up tomorrow. But like I said, we have more other things, and I had technical difficulties with my mic on my desktop. So now I figured it out and straightened it out. So now I'm back with that. So I had to kind of stream a little bit. That's why you guys probably saw I posted up a video. It was a little different. It was a little short. Even I put it on my YouTube channel. It's a little short. So, but anyway, thank you for being here, and see you tomorrow. If you have any questions, just DM me or let me know. And we're going to be wrapping up this series pretty soon. But here again, the series is Plan to Profit. And from that, it'll be a course that will help you to really, really get out here and make money in your business. And right now, what I'm going to do tomorrow, we'll be talking more about marketing tomorrow, but I wanted to touch on some of these things, and I just think that a lot of you just don't think about them when you are here in, starting your business, and you're out here in business. Some of these things I don't think that you may not think about, but they're so important. They are so important for your success in business. Okay. And I don't think I introduced myself. I kind of got right into what I was talking about tonight, but I'm biz strategist Sandy, and I'm here to help you grow your business and get out here and just give you all creative ideas for what you need to do to grow that business to the next level. And also, I've owned brick and mortar businesses outside of the digital platforms that I'm doing now, and outside of me doing other things that I'm doing now. I have been out here in the brick and mortar world pre-COVID now, out before all of the things has kind of really changed the way they have. So I am one of the business coaches that have been in can talk, can walk the walk, can walk the walk and talk the talk. So, I've been there in the early stages before social media came out with a lot of these different tools. I think a lot of this stuff has made a lot of us lazy when it comes down to getting out here and growing a business, because I don't know. I still, some things I still use is old school. I'm telling you, it's the old school way of doing business is not there. But at the same time, we want to grow. We want to grow your business and use the advancement of technology and things like that now. But you still, sometimes you need to get out there and have that interaction with people. So, but I'm glad you're here tonight, and thanks for being here. And hey, I will see you next time. And thank you so much for joining me tonight. Okay. All right. And then I'm Sandy, your biz strategist, and I'll see you tomorrow. And we'll be going over some more marketing things on how to get traffic to your business and how to use some of these tools out here to another level. So stay tuned and join me tomorrow. Let's see, tomorrow is Thursday. I may come on earlier tomorrow, and then I'm going to come on tomorrow night. If I don't get on tomorrow early, you won't see my face tomorrow early. I definitely will be on in the evening. Okay. All righty. I am so glad that you came and stopped by. So take care and talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.